Have you ever had this quiet fear that if you disappear, nothing would really change? Not because people don't like you, not because you are unloved, but because you feel replaceable. Hello everyone, let's explore this feeling. Some people don't talk about it, but they feel it often. In friendships, in relationships, at work, even in family. They feel like if I stop trying so hard, someone else can take my place. So they try harder, they give more, they adjust more, they tolerate more. Because being needed feels safer than being wanted. This fear usually does not start in adulthood. It often starts much earlier. Maybe love felt connected to performance. Maybe attention came when you achieved something. Maybe appreciation came when you were helpful. So you learned something quietly. My value depends on what I provide, not who I am. And this belief is heavy because if your value is based on what you provide, then you must constantly provide, constantly prove, constantly perform. But that's exhausting. When you feel replaceable, you become hyper aware. You overthink small changes. For example, if someone replies late, you wonder if you did something wrong. If someone seems distant, you assume you are losing importance. But here's the truth. Sometimes distance is just distance, not rejection, not replacement. But when your mind already believes you are easily replaceable, every small shift feels like confirmation. That is why some people overgive. They believe if I give more, I become harder to replace. So they became the most understanding friend, the most available partner, the most responsible person. But deep inside, they are also tired because they are not being loved for who they are. They are being valued for what they do. And these two things are different. Real security does not come from being useful, it comes from being accepted. But if you were really accepted without performance, you may not even know what that feels like. Let's think about something gently. If someone can replace you easily, were they deeply connected to you in the first place? Real connection is not about convenience, it is about uniqueness. No one can replace your perspective, your voice, your energy. But if you constantly shrink yourself or save yourself to fit others' expectations, then of course you feel replaceable. Because you are not showing your real shape. Maybe the problem is not that you are replaceable. Maybe the problem is that you learn to measure your worth through usefulness. And usefulness can always be replaced, but authenticity cannot. Confidence does not mean believing no one can replace you. It means understanding if someone chooses to replace you, it does not reduce your value. It simply measures the connection was not built on depth. Before I end, ask yourself something honest. If you stopped overgiving, if you stopped overproving, who would stay? That question may feel uncomfortable because the people who stay when you are simply yourself, those are the ones who see you. And what is truly seen is not easily replaced. Maybe you were never replaceable. Maybe you just forgot that your value is not based on your performance.